Dear friends, English literature, Introduction to Drama, Oedipus Rex, King Oedipus by Sophocles, short questions with answers. Question 9. Give an account of the encounter between Oedipus and Creon. Answer. After the hot argument between Oedipus and Tiresias, Oedipus accuses Creon that he, along with Tiresias, plots against him and his crown. But Creon promptly denies the charge of treachery. He requests Oedipus to listen to him and then to judge. He also tells the king that he has no motive to plot against him because he enjoys a quiet life and he has no reason to exchange it with royal rank. He has no ambition to become a king and he lives a kingly life as the brother of the queen. In cool and calculative authority, he reasons that if Oedipus finds him false in bringing the news from Pythian shrine, or he has any compact with the soothsayer, he will take death as his punishment. Creon again pleads to Oedipus not to cast out an honest friend, and if he does, he will lose dearest treasure. But Oedipus, blinded by anger, quickly condemns Creon, and if not Chorus and Jocasta make him calm, he would condemn him to death. However, Oedipus let him go. Question 9. Question 10. Comment on the dramatic significance of the encounter between Oedipus and Creon. Answer. The encounter between Oedipus and Creon is dramatically significant for the development of the plot. The scene reveals Creon's character, which is contrasted with Oedipus. While Oedipus is furious and overwhelmed with passion, Creon remains calm and reasonable. When he is accused of treason, Creon replies with reason and common sense and defends himself. He encounters Oedipus like a diplomat with cool temperament. The scene also shows Oedipus' tragic fault, that is, quick thoughts and anger, for which he is doomed. Blinded by himself, as Creon says, such natures are self-torture. The scene, like any other scene, is full of dramatic irony. Oedipus thinks that he is right about Creon and Tiresias, but the audience know that Oedipus is wrong and Creon is right. Another irony is that here Oedipus banishes Creon, but at the end it is Oedipus who begs to Creon for his own banishment. Creon rightly says, "Time will teach the truth of this, for time alone can prove the honest man, one day proclaims the sinner." Question 11. What do you understand about reversal and discovery? Answer. Reversal and discovery are two essential elements of complex plot, which is referred to by Aristotle for tragedy. In his Poetics, Aristotle defines reversal or peripeteia as a change by which the action veers round to its opposite, subject always to our rule of probability or necessity. It is almost powerful part of a plot in a tragedy. It can bring forth or result in terror, mercy, or in comedies it can bring a smile, or it can bring forth tears. On the other hand, discovery or anagnosis is a change from ignorance to knowledge, producing love or hate between the persons destined by the poet, or for good or bad fortune. Though there are other forms of discovery, according to Aristotle, the most effective form of discovery is that which is accompanied by reversals. This kind of discovery can bring about pity and fear, that is catharsis, which is the main purpose of tragedy. So together they mark a superior tragedy. Question 12. How does Sophocles use them in King Oedipus? Answer. Sophocles uses reversal and discovery in King Oedipus artistically. In this play, reversal occurs at the end when the Corinthian messenger brings the death news of King Polybus, whom Oedipus knows as his father. While the messenger tells Oedipus to return to Corinth, Oedipus replies that as long as his mother, Queen Merope, lives, he cannot go back there. He tells the messenger about the prediction of the oracle. The messenger informs him that King Polybus and Queen Merope are not his real parents. He also says that he received Oedipus as a child from one of Laius' servants and gave it to Polybus. Thus, the messenger who came to give Oedipus good news did the very opposite by revealing to him who he was. The plot reaches its climax when Oedipus discovers that he is the murderer of Laius, who is his real father, and his wife Jocasta is his real mother. In great agony, he blinds himself. Thus, through reversal and discovery, Sophocles weaves the plot of his greatest tragedy, which successfully brings out emotional purgation. Question 31. What reason does Oedipus give for his self-blinding? Answer. What Oedipus learns from the Corinthian messenger and the shepherd opens the door of his doom. He comes to know that he commits the unforgivable sins, patricide and incest. He who was the greatest of man becomes the most ignoble name. In shame and guilt, he blinds himself. He thinks that death is too little a punishment. He should live and suffer the agony of his sins. Oedipus reasons that his eyes see what is forbidden to see, so they should see no more. Moreover, he cannot meet his father and mother in the other world with seeing eyes. He also cannot be able to look at his children who are begotten. Even he cannot dare to see his holy city, Thebes, which suffers for his sins. He also says that it will be impossible for him to look at his people with his eyes again. So Oedipus thinks that he should cover up his shameful life in total blankness and take exile to Mount Cithæron. Thank you, friends, for watching my video.